Hello everyone. Welcome back to Next Gen Learning Club again. Today's video is all about how I went from middle class to becoming rich, inspired by Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. I grew up in a middle class family in a small 2-bedroom apartment. We had enough, but never more. We didn't starve. We didn't splurge. We lived in what society calls the lovely trap. You know the one. Middle class equals comfort. Middle class equals stability. Middle class equals safety. Middle class equals dreams deferred for someday. It's a silent trap, and most of us don't even realize we're in it until it's too late. I thought becoming rich was something only celebrities and Silicon Valley geniuses could do. I thought financial freedom was a Disney fantasy, until I stumbled upon a book, one that shattered everything I believed about money. Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. I didn't just read it. I lived it, applied it, tested it, failed, learned, built, grew, and I escaped from the middle-class treadmill into a life of financial freedom. Today, I want to walk you through that transformation, not in a just think positive way, not in a theory-heavy lecture, but in a storytelling way you can see yourself in so that you can follow the same path. By the end of this video, you won't just understand how I did it. You'll know exactly how you can do it too. Let's begin. Let's deep dive into part 1, the middle-class mirage. My childhood was ordinary, much like many others. My parents worked hard, instilling in me the values of diligence and perseverance. They believed deeply in the power of degrees, the security of a stable job, and the importance of making it the decent way. Their mantra, a guiding principle for our lives, was clear and often repeated: study hard, get a secure job, live within your means. We had a set of unspoken, yet firmly enforced, rules that shaped our financial outlook. First, always save money, no matter how small the amount. Second, don't ask for expensive things. Frugality was a virtue. Third, don't take risks. Stability was paramount. Owning a house meant ultimate stability, the cornerstone of a secure life. Investing, on the other hand, was viewed with suspicion, almost as gambling. And this one is deep. Rich people were simply just lucky, implying their success was not earned. It all sounded right, a logical path to a comfortable existence, until I started questioning. If this formula is so correct, why are most middle-class people still one medical emergency away from bankruptcy? This question led to a deeper inquiry into the financial realities of the middle class. Why do Small Orange Diamond 80% of middle-class workers depend only on salary? Why do Small Orange Diamond 70% of middle-class families have no investments? And why do Small Orange Diamond 60% of middle-class parents retire on loans or children's support? These statistics painted a stark picture, revealing the fragility beneath the surface of perceived stability. This hit me hard, a profound realization that shook my foundations. Because I was following the exact same formula, adhering to every rule I had been taught. And I was scared, truly scared, of where that path might ultimately lead. Brain the day everything changed. It wasn't a seminar filled with motivational speakers and grand promises. It wasn't a millionaire mentor guiding me with exclusive insights. It wasn't even a podcast delivering wisdom through headphones. It was a book, a simple object that held immense power. A friend, sensing my growing unease, handed me Rich Dad Poor Dad and said, "Bro, this will mess with your brain. Read it." I did. I immersed myself in its pages, eager for answers. And the very first lesson, a single profound statement, broke the spell of my ingrained beliefs. The poor and middle class work for money. The rich make money work for them. I read that line 5 times, letting its truth sink deep into my consciousness. Because it wasn't just a sentence, it was a slap, a jarring wake-up call. At that moment, I became profoundly uncomfortable with being comfortable. I was working for salary, trading my time directly for money. Rich people, however, were strategically buying assets, building streams of income. I was diligently saving money, accumulating it slowly. Rich people were actively growing money, making it multiply through investments. I was seeking job security, a predictable and safe path. Rich people were building systems, creating structures that generated wealth independently. That day, a pivotal decision solidified within me. I'm done being middle class by mindset, done with the limitations and the fear. I'm switching to rich dad mode, embracing a new paradigm of financial freedom and growth.
Now let's deep dive into the biggest mistake the middle class makes. Here's the single worst trap: believing that buying things makes you wealthier. People think a house is an asset, a car is success, a bigger home means higher status, a raise means lifestyle upgrade. Rich dad taught me: an asset is something that puts money into your pocket. A liability takes money out. It blew my mind because society tells us the opposite. Think about it. Most middle-class people buy crossmark a car, crossmark a house, crossmark furniture, crossmark electronics, crossmark status purchases, crossmark loans disguised as investments. But these all take money out every month. They enslave you to EMI payments and silently turn you into a modern financial slave. Meanwhile, the rich buy heavy checkmark rental properties, heavy checkmark stocks, heavy checkmark cash flow businesses, heavy checkmark digital assets, heavy checkmark intellectual property, heavy checkmark systems, heavy checkmark royalties. All of these produce income without asking for your time. And that, my friend, is the biggest mindset divide.
Let's deep dive into the mindset shift that begins the journey. Rich Dad says, the middle class mindset asks, how do I spend what I earn? The rich mindset asks, how do I invest what I earn? This difference is everything. The middle class cycle often looks like this: earn, then spend, save little, and repeat. This path can keep you trapped in a cycle of financial struggle. In contrast, the rich mindset follows a different pattern: earn, then invest, spend from passive income, and expand. This approach allows you to build wealth and achieve financial freedom. One mindset keeps you trapped, while the other sets you free. So, I made a list of everything in my life that was taking money out. This included Netflix subscriptions, new smartphone EMI, and eating out. Other items on the list were gadgets, credit card interest, and mortgage payments. And I started asking myself a crucial question: is this making me richer or poorer? This simple question became a powerful filter for my financial decisions. One by one, I began to remove these liabilities from my life, and I redirected that money, which was once draining my wealth, to assets. This shift is pivotal for financial freedom, moving from spending on liabilities to investing in assets. Let's deep dive into my route out of the middle class trap. Pushpin Step 1. I tracked every rupee/dollar. For the first time in my life, I wrote down salary, expenses, EMI, investments, subscriptions, liabilities, and realized I wasn't earning good money. I was losing money every month in slow motion. Pushpin Step 2. I analyzed my mindset. I wrote down my beliefs. Crossmark, rich people are lucky. Crossmark, money is hard to earn. Crossmark, job security is everything. Crossmark, saving is the key. Then I replaced them. Heavy checkmark, money is a game I can learn. Heavy checkmark, assets build wealth. Heavy checkmark, passive income equals freedom. Heavy checkmark, I can become financially free in my lifetime. Pushpin Step 3. I built my first asset. I started with 500 rupees per month SIP in index funds, tiny dividend-paying stock, started a zero-cost side hustle online, learned basic investing. At first, it made 50 rupees per month. But that 50 rupees was magnetic. It changed how I saw my income. It showed me I can make money without trading time. I was hooked. This journey from tracking expenses to building assets transformed my financial future and can do the same for you. Embrace these steps, analyze your mindset, and start building your own path to financial freedom today.
Here to understanding the summary of part 1. If I could rewind time, I'd tell my younger self exactly this: your job won't make you rich. Your salary won't set you free. Your lifestyle isn't success. Only assets will make you financially independent. So I'll say it to you now: if you want to go from middle class to rich, you must stop thinking like an employee. Start thinking like a business owner and investor. Learn to distinguish between liability and asset. Build your first income producing asset this month. It all begins in the mind, then flows into your wallet, then compounds for life. Let's deep dive into part 2, the escape blueprint. The middle class trap is designed to look comfortable. That's why it's deadly. When you decide to escape the middle class, something scary happens. People around you will not understand you. When I first started following Rich Dad's teachings, building assets instead of buying stuff, saving to invest instead of saving for emergencies, tracking cash flow instead of just income, my friends said, "You're becoming weird. You're obsessed with money. You think too much. Why don't you just enjoy life?" But what most people think is enjoyment is secret bondage. I saw it everywhere around me. One friend bought the newest iPhone on EMI. Another friend bought a car right after getting a raise. Another one moved into a bigger rented apartment to feel successful.
They weren't making progress. They were increasing their cost of living. They didn't become more financially free. They became more financially dependent.
That's when I realized to get rich, I must do what other people don't want to do. I must think differently, buy differently, invest differently, behave differently. And if you're listening, so must you. Coming on to the moment I walked out of the rat race. Before I could buy my first big asset, I needed to learn something even more valuable. The most important asset is your financial mind. Because if you hand a broke person 10 lakh rupees today, they'll be broke again in a few years. But if you hand a financially educated person that same amount, they'll turn it into cash producing assets and make it last a lifetime. So I didn't chase more money first. I chased more education. I spent an entire night rereading these three lines from Rich Dad Poor Dad. The rich don't work for money. The poor and middle class work for money. The rich make money work for them. Something inside me clicked like a lock opening. I woke up differently. The next morning, I stopped chasing salary and started building wealth. That day, I made a decision. I would no longer work for money. I would build a life where money works for me.
Let's deep dive into the blueprint begins, building the Rich Dad Foundation. Let me walk you through the exact steps I followed, based on Rich Dad teachings and what the top YouTubers taught in their viral videos. Brick Step 1. Track everything. I printed out my entire last year's bank statements. I wrote down salary, side income, subscriptions, debt payments, rent, grocery, interest paid, spending patterns, random payments I'd forgotten about. Then I categorized everything into green heart assets, red heart liabilities, mortgage, credit card fees, personal loan, EMI on electronics, car fuel, mobile plan, rent, insurance. This detailed categorization revealed a stark reality. I had two income sources and over 12 liability-based expenses. This was not wealth. This was a hamster wheel. Brick Step 2. Master the definition of wealth. Rich Dad gave a simple formula. Wealth is your ability to survive X number of days if you stop working today. This definition shifts the focus from income to financial resilience. I asked myself, if I quit my job, how long could I survive? The answer scared me. Something inside me said, this is not stability. This is slavery disguised as security. This profound realization became the turning point, igniting a desire for true financial freedom. Credit card Step 3. Cutting liabilities like a warrior. Most people think saving is boring, but I thought saving was how I'd gather freedom ammunition. This mindset transformed the mundane act of saving into a strategic mission. So I eliminated crossmark and used subscriptions, crossmark credit card interest payments, crossmark car upgrade plans, crossmark daily online food ordering, crossmark impulse Amazon buys, crossmark fancy weekend dinners, crossmark EMI-based shopping. Each item cut was a victory, freeing up valuable resources, and redirected that same money toward assets. This strategic reallocation is crucial for building true wealth. I didn't stop enjoying life. I stopped pretending to be rich while staying broke. It's about making conscious choices that align with your long-term financial goals. This journey requires continuous financial education and a disciplined mindset. Understanding the difference between good debt and bad debt is paramount. Good debt helps you acquire assets that generate income, while bad debt drains your resources. Building a solid financial foundation requires awareness, education, and consistent action. With dedication and the right mindset, You can escape the hamster wheel and build lasting wealth. Start your blueprint today and transform your financial future.
Welcome to a deep dive into financial literacy, drawing powerful lessons from the timeless wisdom of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Today, we're focusing on 3 crucial steps to building lasting wealth, starting with step 4, build skills, not just savings. Rich Dad taught a profound lesson in one of his most impactful chapters, a principle that reshaped my entire perspective on work and earning. He famously stated, "Work to learn, not work to earn." This simple yet powerful idea challenges the conventional approach to career development. Instead of solely chasing higher-paying jobs, I shifted my focus to acquiring invaluable knowledge in key financial areas. My studies included basic investing principles, understanding accounting 101, and deciphering complex financial statements. I delved into real estate basics, the cyclical nature of stock market cycles, and the magic of compound interest. Furthermore, I explored passive income structures and the vast potential of online business models. This transformation meant I stopped being a passive consumer of entertainment and instead became an active student of wealth creation. Next, we moved to step 5, mind your own business, a concept often misunderstood from Rich Dad's teachings. Rich Dad never advocated for quitting your job immediately to start a business. Instead, his core message was to mind your own business, even if you have a job. This distinction is crucial. Your job feeds your income, providing the necessary cash flow. However, it is your assets that truly feed your wealth, building long-term financial security. While the middle class often works and spends, caught in a cycle of consumption, I chose a different path. I worked and then strategically bought assets with the profits of my labor. My philosophy wasn't to spend and save the rest, but rather to invest first and spend what was left. Finally, we arrive at step 6, acquiring my first asset, which proved to be the most important one. It started small, almost insignificantly, but its impact was monumental. I began by investing 500 rupees worth of index funds and 1,000 rupees worth of dividend ETFs. I also secured a 99 rupees domain for a side hustle and enrolled in a 499 rupees course on financial literacy. You know what these seemingly small actions made me? An investor. No amount is too small to start. The true life changer isn't the money itself, but the identity you embrace. As Rich Dad wisely said, once you consider yourself an investor, you start seeing opportunities others ignore. The middle class often views saving 50,000 rupees to buy a sofa as a smart move. In contrast, the rich understand that investing 50,000 rupees into a cash-flowing asset is the truly intelligent decision. That moment, when I understood this distinction, I crossed a crucial mental threshold, forever changing my financial journey.
Step 7. Creating small income streams that grow. This was the fun part. Instead of side hustles for stress, I built income assets based on skills and scale, like simple digital products, freelance skills that turned into recurring retainers, basic affiliate marketing, tiny dividend stocks, micro real estate investment via REITs. The first month, I made 120 rupees extra. The second month, I made 371 rupees. The third month, 1,600 rupees. Was it big? No. But do you know what I felt? Financial power. Magnet step 8. Letting compound interest do its magic. Rich Dad says, once you understand compound interest, you will either earn it your whole life or pay it your whole life. Most middle-class people are compound payers. I decided to become a compound earner. That means buy assets, reinvest earnings. Let time do the heavy lifting. I wasn't just making money. I was breaking time as a limitation. Let's deep dive into the emotional battle, what nobody warns you about. When you escape average people fight you. My relatives said, don't play with money. Investing is gambling. Why not buy a car like others? What will people think? Here's what I said back. I don't want to look rich. I want to be rich. That became my shield. When friends bought cars and iPhones, I bought assets. When they posted travel selfies, I posted dividends in my private ledger. When they wanted comfort, I wanted freedom. And that, my friend, makes all the difference. Let's deep dive into the Rich Dad escape formula. If you want to escape the middle class, Small Blue Diamond stopped mistaking liabilities for assets. Small Blue Diamond learned financial literacy. Small Blue Diamond build assets that produce cash flow. Small Blue Diamond keep increasing cash flow. Small Blue Diamond reinvest to multiply wealth. Small Blue Diamond avoid lifestyle inflation. Small Blue Diamond let money work for you. Small Blue Diamond become an investor, even with 500 rupees. Small Blue Diamond repeat this for 5 to 10 years. Small Blue Diamond watch financial freedom reveal itself.
Here are the part 2 key takeaways from Rich Dad Poor Dad. If you remember one thing, let it be this. The middle class trades time for money, trapped in the endless rat race where your paycheck barely covers bills and growing debt. In India, household debt to GDP stands at 40.1% according to RBI 2023 data. And 90% of salaried workers are stuck in this cycle per NSSO 2022. But the rich trade strategy for freedom by acquiring assets first that generate income, like using the rule of 72 where an 8% annual return doubles your money every 9 years. Make the switch right now. Start this month. Even with just 100 rupees, you can begin by buying a dividend stock or trying P2P lending to build compound growth. Let's deep dive into part 3, the transformation, how I built multiple income streams and finally became the rich dad in my story. Drawing from Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert E. Kiyosaki and Sharon L. Lecter, first published in 1997 and selling over 40 million copies worldwide, this section covers lessons 3 to 5 on minding your own business, the history of taxes, and how the rich invent money. Like Kiyosaki, who contrasted his poor dad, a highly educated PhD who struggled financially and left no inheritance, with his rich dad, an 8th grade dropout who built a multi-million empire through real estate and businesses, I transformed by creating multiple income streams. Real estate rentals providing 100 to 500 rupees cash flow per unit monthly. Paper assets like S&P 500 stocks averaging 10% annual returns. Scalable businesses following the McDonald's franchise model that run without constant owner input, and inventions or IP such as digital products that generate income passively, just as Kiyosaki did with his seminars and books. The thing about becoming financially free isn't just about leaving the middle class. It's about becoming a different version of yourself, shedding the old identity that keeps you chained. It's not who you are that holds you back. It's who you think you are, limited by the 4 obstacles outlined in Chapter 7 of Rich Dad Poor Dad: fear, doubt, cynicism, and laziness. Until Rich Dad Poor Dad opened my eyes, I thought I was just a middle-class office worker with average potential, much like the poor dad who was highly educated but financially broke. But the book showed me that by changing my mindset, I could overcome these barriers and step into the role of the investor, the entrepreneur, the one who builds wealth instead of chasing a paycheck. But when you begin understanding wealth and true financial literacy, the rules change entirely, empowering you to focus on assets over liabilities. And soon, the world that once felt too big to control, with its complex taxes where employees pay first and corporations manual legally later, becomes a fertile field you can plant wealth seeds in every day by simply investing 10% of your income into assets that grow over time. In India, where the top 1% hold 40% of wealth according to Oxfam 2023, this approach is your ticket out of the rat race. That's precisely what happened to me as I started planting those seeds daily and watching my financial garden flourish. What if you could earn money while you sleep? That question hit me like lightning, electrifying my entire perspective on life and work. Rich Dad said, "The rich don't work for money. They build systems that work, even when they don't." I couldn't sleep after reading this profound truth. Why? Because I had never considered money coming in passively, without me lifting a finger, through rental properties paying monthly, dividends from stocks ticking up, businesses running on autopilot, or digital products selling online 24/7. It was a revelation that shattered my old beliefs and ignited my obsession with passive income systems. But when I became obsessed with building assets, it started happening slowly at first, with small wins building momentum. Then, The first time I saw money land in my account, 372 rupees from a digital product sale. On a day when I did absolutely nothing, I cried tears of joy and relief. Was it huge? No, not by any means. But that 372 rupees was freedom money, echoing Kioski's own first passive earning of $372 from a lesson package in the 1970s, equivalent to about 30,000 rupees today. That was the first rupee I earned without selling my time, proving the power of systems. Make the switch today. Start this month, even with just 100 rupees. Here are the part 2 key takeaways from Rich Dad Poor Dad. If you remember one thing, let it be this. The middle class trades time for money, trapped in the endless rat race where your paycheck barely covers bills and growing debt. In India, household debt to GDP stands at 40.1% according to RBI 2023 data. And 90% of salaried workers are stuck in this cycle per NSSO 2022. But the rich trade strategy for freedom by acquiring assets first that generate income, like using the rule of 72 where an 8% annual return doubles your money every 9 years. Make the switch right now. Start this month. Even with just 100 rupees, you can begin by buying a dividend stock or trying P2P lending to build compound growth. Let's deep dive into part 3, the transformation, how I built multiple income streams and finally became the rich dad in my story. Drawing from Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert E. Kiyosaki and Sharon L. Lecter, first published in 1997 and selling over 40 million copies worldwide, this section covers lessons 3 to 5 on minding your own business, the history of taxes, and how the rich invent money. Like Kiyosaki, who contrasted his poor dad, a highly educated PhD who struggled financially and left no inheritance, with his rich dad, an 8th grade dropout who built a multi-million empire through real estate and businesses, I transformed by creating multiple income streams. Real estate rentals providing 100 to 500 rupees cash flow per unit monthly. Paper assets like S&P 500 stocks averaging 10% annual returns. Scalable businesses following the McDonald's franchise model that run without constant owner input, and inventions or IP such as digital products that generate income passively, just as Kiyosaki did with his seminars and books. The thing about becoming financially free isn't just about leaving the middle class. It's about becoming a different version of yourself, shedding the old identity that keeps you chained. It's not who you are that holds you back. It's who you think you are, limited by the 4 obstacles outlined in Chapter 7 of Rich Dad Poor Dad: fear, doubt, cynicism, and laziness. Until Rich Dad Poor Dad opened my eyes, I thought I was just a middle-class office worker with average potential, much like the poor dad who was highly educated but financially broke. But the book showed me that by changing my mindset, I could overcome these barriers and step into the role of the investor, the entrepreneur, the one who builds wealth instead of chasing a paycheck. But when you begin understanding wealth and true financial literacy, the rules change entirely, empowering you to focus on assets over liabilities. And soon, the world that once felt too big to control, with its complex taxes where employees pay first and corporations manual legally later, becomes a fertile field you can plant wealth seeds in every day. By simply investing 10% of your income into assets that grow over time. In India, where the top 1% hold 40% of wealth according to Oxfam 2023, this approach is your ticket out of the rat race. That's precisely what happened to me as I started planting those seeds daily and watching my financial garden flourish. What if you could earn money while you sleep? That question hit me like lightning, electrifying my entire perspective on life and work. Rich Dad said, "The rich don't work for money. They build systems that work, even when they don't." I couldn't sleep after reading this profound truth. Why? Because I had never considered money coming in passively, without me lifting a finger, through rental properties paying monthly, dividends from stocks ticking up, businesses running on autopilot, or digital products selling online 24/7. It was a revelation that shattered my old beliefs and ignited my obsession with passive income systems. But when I became obsessed with building assets, It started happening slowly at first, with small wins building momentum. Then, the first time I saw money land in my account, 372 rupees from a digital product sale. On a day when I did absolutely nothing, I cried tears of joy and relief. Was it huge? No, not by any means. But that 372 rupees was freedom money, echoing Kioski's own first passive earning of $372 from a lesson package in the 1970s, equivalent to about 30,000 rupees today. That was the first rupee I earned without selling my time, proving the power of systems. Make the switch today. Start this month, even with just 100 rupees.
That moment became the emotional anchor of my transformation. Rich Dad says the number one thing holding the middle class back is mindset first, strategy second. So let's get real. You will not build multiple income streams until you break these beliefs. I'm not born rich. Passive income is a scam. Everything requires huge money to start. I'm too old, young to change my situation. Investing is too complicated. I don't have the time. If you're thinking that right now, you're thinking like poor dad. But if you ask, what skills do I need to learn? How do I start small? What can I build over the next 5 years? How can money work for me in new ways? Then welcome, my friend. You are thinking like the rich. And that's the moment transformation begins. Here's a visual breakdown. Middle class mindset. I'll buy it when I get a raise. Rich dad mindset. Once this asset pays me, I buy it. Middle class mindset. Saving is the key. Rich dad mindset. Cash flow is the key. Middle class mindset. I must work harder. Rich dad mindset. I must make my money work harder. Middle class mindset. I'm scared of losing money. Rich dad mindset. I'm scared of wasting time. Middle class mindset. Lives above means. Rich dad mindset. Lives below cash flow. This shift transformed daily decisions in my life. Like, I stopped buying depreciating things even if I could afford them. I only bought things after my assets paid for them. And most importantly, I reinvested profits again and again. Rich Dad says, each asset is like a soldier. You build financial freedom by creating an army of money soldiers. So I built soldiers one by one. Let me show you exactly how. Inspired by the top YouTube breakdowns of Rich Dad Poor Dad, let's deep dive into income stream number 1, dividend investing. The first time I invested 500 rupees in a mutual fund with automatic dividend payouts, I didn't feel rich, but I felt powerful. Each quarter, even if the dividend was 22 rupees, I would look at it and whisper, "You just got paid without working." Patience plus consistency is equal to compound growth. This was my silent income soldier. Let's deep dive into income stream number 2, real estate. I couldn't afford to buy property, so I bought fractional real estate via REITs, 1000 rupees at a time. And again, dividends arrived. A year later, I partnered with 2 friends. We bought a small commercial unit. It took us months of analysis, but we rented it out. Boom! Cash flow was real now. The middle class brain inside me screamed, "You don't deserve this." The rich dad brain calmly replied, "This is how freedom works." Let's deep dive into income stream number 3, digital business. This one changed everything. I didn't want to start a business. I wanted something scalable that could earn while I slept. I began with simple digital templates, $5 ebooks, 99 rupees downloadable guides, affiliate links, low-cost online courses, small freelancing packages. Very basic.
But here's the secret no one tells you. Once you build one small digital income stream, you can copy/paste the system and build dozens. I wasn't trying to become viral. I was trying to compound. Today, even when I sleep, at least one of these income soldiers is working. Let's deep dive into income stream number 4, intellectual property. This is the income category most people ignore. But Robert Kiyosaki calls it the wealth that comes from your mind, not your muscle. I started documenting everything I learned and turned it into assets. One idea became a mini course. One chapter became a blog. That blog became a lead magnet. That lead magnet sold another product. Small pieces, big future. Now my words are assets, and they earn whether I show up or not. Let's deep dive into income stream number 5, skill-based retainers. I didn't quit my job immediately, but I did stop relying on it. Instead, I developed a skill and offered it on retainer. Suddenly, my income was not salary-bound. I multiplied my earning potential. I could fire clients who didn't value me. Income became portable and flexible. This was the bridge between employee and true entrepreneur. Let's deep dive into the wealth rotation system. Here's what I did after I built these income streams. I reinvested everything. Not 10%, not 20%, all of it, until my passive income was greater than my expenses. Then the magic happened. I bought my freedom before I bought my luxuries. Everyone else bought new furniture, watches, vacations. I bought more cash flow, and that became the foundation of becoming rich. Firecracker, but what about fear? This is the question I get the most. Aren't you scared of losing money? Let me tell you the truth. Yes. At the beginning, I was terrified. Then I read this line. The difference between the rich and poor is not fear. It's how they handle fear. The poor let fear block action. The rich let fear guide preparation. Fear is natural, but inaction is deadly.
Hello, everyone. Today, we're going to take a deep dive into how I made it through my challenging journey, transforming from the middle class to achieving true financial freedom step by step. This isn't just about making money. It's about a complete transformation of your mindset and your daily habits that lead to lasting change. We'll explore the exact formula I used every single day to make this happen. Here's the powerful formula I used every single day while escaping the middle class trap. A consistent, disciplined approach that delivered incredible, life-changing results over time. Step 1. Learn something new every day. This meant committing to watching one finance or entrepreneurship video every single day, without any exceptions or fail. This consistent daily learning habit steadily built my knowledge base, opened my eyes to exciting new opportunities one never saw before, and laid a strong foundation for true financial literacy. Step 2. Invest something small each day. Whether it was 50 rupees, 100 rupees, or 500 rupees, the exact amount didn't matter as much as forming the unbreakable habit of investing. The real key was to consistently put money into income-generating assets, no matter how small the initial investment started. It taught me the vital discipline of saving regularly and growing wealth steadily. Step 3. Reflect deeply on every spending decision. Every single expense whispered to me, "Am I a liability?" This simple question became my reliable financial compass guiding all choices. It forced me to critically evaluate every purchase I considered, distinguishing clearly between true assets that build wealth and unnecessary liabilities that drain it, ultimately shifting my entire consumption patterns for the better. Step 4. Build asset consistency into your routine. This meant creating something valuable every day. A blog post, a fresh idea, a new page, a product prototype, or even a simple system. The ultimate goal was to build assets that could generate real value independently over time, moving far beyond just trading your precious time for money and creating sustainable passive income streams. Step 5. Reinvest all your profits. Always. This was absolutely non-negotiable for me. No exceptions whatsoever. This continuous cycle of reinvestment dramatically accelerated my wealth accumulation, creating a powerful compounding effect that fueled even further growth and momentum. Commit to doing this formula consistently for months on end, and you'll see your entire financial system transform completely. It's a gradual but profoundly impactful shift that redefines your relationship with money forever. Now, let's take a deep dive into the crucial mental transition that made all the difference. This is where the true, lasting transformation really happens, far beyond just the numbers on your bank statement. Here's exactly how you'll know the rich dad mentality has truly taken over your thinking: when your internal compass fully aligns with creating and building real wealth. You get far more excited about receiving a dividend payment than you do about a discount sale. This is a clear, unmistakable sign that your focus has shifted from mindless consumption to focused asset growth. You start valuing your time much more than temporary comfort. Your hours become incredibly precious, invested wisely in personal growth rather than wasted on fleeting pleasures. You stop arguing about money with others and instead start strategizing it effectively. All discussions become centered on growth opportunities, not scarcity or trivial day-to-day expenses. You begin to label every one of your purchases, asset or liability. Every potential acquisition gets scrutinized carefully through this essential financial lens. While your friends keep buying more stuff for short-term satisfaction, you focus on building more income streams. Your priorities naturally diverge, emphasizing long-term wealth over immediate gratification. That's precisely when you know for sure you've crossed the point of no return. The old limiting mindset is completely gone, replaced by a powerful new perspective on life and money. You are no longer stuck in the middle class, even if your bank balance doesn't fully reflect it just yet. The critical internal shift always precedes the visible external reality. You've become something far more powerful and purposeful, an architect of your own wealth, designing your financial destiny with intention, precision, and unwavering focus. Your wealth isn't built overnight, but the fundamental shift in your thinking that builds it can happen in an instant. If you want to escape the middle class and truly become rich, you must embrace a new financial philosophy. This involves building multiple income streams, thinking in terms of cash flow rather than just a salary, and reinvesting your earnings without hesitation. Relentlessly gain new skills and focus on creating digital, financial, and intellectual assets that work for you. Let the power of compound interest grow your empire, turning small, consistent efforts into substantial wealth over time. One day, silently and surprisingly, you'll realize a profound truth. You are no longer chasing money. Money is following you. Now, let's deep dive into Part 4, The Weapons of Wealth, where we explore the core principle that assets aren't just things you buy, they're things you build. In the beginning, many of us mistakenly believe that becoming rich means owning expensive cars, luxurious homes, the latest gadgets, and fancy lifestyle upgrades. However, the Rich Dad philosophy teaches a beautiful and powerful truth. The rich don't get rich by buying things. They get rich by building assets that then buy things for them. Think of it this way. Your mind is the factory, constantly generating ideas and strategies. Your habits are the diligent workers, consistently executing those strategies. Your assets are the powerful machines, generating income and growth. And your freedom is the ultimate product, the reward for your strategic efforts. In this section, I'm going to take you into the lab, revealing the exact blueprint of assets I built, how they work, and how you can build them too, no matter where you are today. This is the chapter most people skip in life, often due to a lack of financial education or a misunderstanding of true wealth. But not you. You are here to learn, to grow, and to build your financial future. Let's begin. So, what exactly is an asset, according to Rich Dad's definition? It's simpler than you might think. Repeat after me. An asset puts money into your pocket, while a liability takes money out of your pocket. It doesn't matter what society thinks is valuable or what status symbol it represents. What truly matters is whether it generates income, whether it cash flows, and whether it grows while you sleep. Does it pay you month after month, consistently adding to your financial well-being? If the answer to these questions is no, then it's not an asset. It's simply a bill. It might be a status bill, a glamour bill, or even a mortgage bill, but it remains a drain on your finances. The middle class often buys liabilities disguised as assets, believing they are building wealth when they are actually increasing their expenses. In contrast, the rich buy assets that might seem boring or unconventional, but these are the true engines of wealth creation. Understanding this distinction is the first crucial step towards achieving genuine financial freedom and building a lasting legacy. Let's deep dive into the first wealth weapon, the financial mind. Before building a single stream of income, I had to build my eyes, my perception of wealth. As Rich Dad famously says, the ability to see opportunities for wealth is wealth itself. This profound insight became the cornerstone of my financial transformation. So, I embarked on a journey to retrain my brain, consciously removing influences that hindered my financial growth and replacing them with empowering knowledge. I consciously removed television news, which often focuses on negativity, and product advertisements designed to encourage consumption rather than investment. Lifestyle influencers promoting lavish spending and fear-based money voices that perpetuate scarcity were also eliminated from my daily intake. Instead, I actively added business channel podcasts, immersing myself in discussions about entrepreneurship, market trends, and strategic financial planning. I sought out YouTube finance educators, learning from experts like Graham Stephan, who break down complex financial concepts into understandable lessons. Books on money systems, such as Rich Dad Poor Dad and The Millionaire Next Door, became my textbooks, offering proven strategies for wealth accumulation. I also delved into cross-industry biographies, studying the lives of successful individuals like Warren Buffett and Ray Dalio to understand their mindsets and strategies. Slowly, this shift in information intake transformed my perspective. I stopped seeing things to buy and started seeing systems to build. Instead of viewing a 5,000 rupee expense as just a cost, I began to analyze its potential as an investment opportunity. For example, if I invest 5,000 rupees at a 10% annual return, this could grow into approximately 33,638 rupees in 20 years, thanks to the power of compound. This simple shift in thinking from consumption to investment is a powerful step that alone makes you richer over time. Now, let's move to wealth weapon 2, the cash flow system. This isn't just theory. These are the specific assets I built to escape the middle class. These are the exact tools I used to enter the rich dad world, moving beyond the employee mindset to become an investor and business owner. They are simple, scalable, and beginner-friendly, making them accessible to anyone committed to building financial independence. One powerful cash flow system is dividend stocks and ETFs. The S&P 500, for instance, has historically returned about 10% annually, including dividends. An investment of $10,000 in an ETF like VOO, yielding 1.3% and growing at 8% net, could become over $46,000 in 20 years. Real estate is another cornerstone. Rental properties, with average U.S. yields of 7 to 8%, can provide consistent monthly cash flow. Kiyosaki's first deal, a $40,000 duplex in the 1970s, generated $100 a month in cash flow, demonstrating the power of this asset class. REITs like VNQ offer a simpler way to invest in real estate, providing around a 4% yield without direct property management. Online businesses, such as dropshipping with a $259 billion market, and affiliate marketing, generating billions in payouts, offer scalable income streams. These digital ventures allow for global reach and can be started with relatively low overhead, making them ideal for beginners. Finally, paper assets like bonds, with the U.S. 10-year Treasury yielding 4.2% and P2P lending offering 8 to 12% returns, provide diverse options. These systems, when combined with a refined financial mindset, create a powerful engine for wealth creation and sustained financial independence. By shifting your perspective and strategically building these cash flow systems, you too can move towards a richer, more financially secure future.
Today, we're diving deep into two powerful assets, dividend and index investing, and real estate via REITs, that can genuinely help you build substantial wealth, even if you're just starting out on this journey. First up is dividend and index investing, what I like to call the silent snowball. This is an investment strategy so straightforward and powerful, even a child can begin implementing it with ease. Remember this simple, yet incredibly powerful formula. Invest small amounts consistently, plus unwavering long-term commitment, equals a massive freedom snowball that rolls into financial independence. I personally started my own journey with just a modest 500 rupees per month invested in an index fund, which laid a solid foundational stone for exponential future growth and compounding. Simultaneously, I allocated 1,000 rupees every month into a dividend fund, specifically aiming to create reliable, regular passive income streams directly from my growing investments. Additionally, I made strategic 500 rupees lump sum stock buys at key opportunities, carefully targeting specific high-potential companies poised for strong growth. Remarkably, all of this was efficiently managed through a zero-fee brokerage app, which minimized all transaction costs and truly maximized my overall investment returns. My entire portfolio was strategically built on high-quality ETF holdings from top performers, ensuring broad diversification and long-term stability in my investments. Initially, the compound interest formula didn't quite excite or impress me at all. It seemed too abstract, theoretical, and distant from reality back then. But now, looking back over the years, these tiny seeds I planted diligently have truly blossomed and grown into a thriving, expansive forest of substantial wealth. Here's a crucial, game-changing tip. Your very first 100 rupees invested holds far greater importance than even your first 1 lakh rupees milestone. Why is that so profound? Because when you make that initial investment, you fundamentally transform and evolve into a completely different, empowered person with an investor's mindset. As Rich Dad famously declares, you must first become the investor before the money arrives. This mindset shift is everything. This powerful statement truly underscores the vital importance of first adopting an investor's mindset, identity, and disciplined habits early on. Now, let's shift our focus to asset number 2, real estate, and specifically the beginner-friendly starter version using REITs to get you going. Many middle-class individuals often lament and complain, "Real estate is way too expensive right now. I'll wait to buy until I'm rich someday." However, rich people understand and quietly whisper a different truth among themselves. Real estate is what actually makes you rich. You don't wait for riches. You start early and let it build your wealth. Recognizing this key insight, I went online and sought out the simplest, most accessible entry point into real estate, discovering REITs, or real estate investment trusts. With REITs, you can begin investing with as little as just 500 rupees or even only $10, making high-quality real estate incredibly accessible to everyday beginners like you. This smart approach allows you to instantly become a legitimate part owner of large-scale, premium commercial properties, all without the burdens and hassles of direct ownership. A significant, ongoing benefit is receiving attractive dividends, which are your direct share of the rental income, reliably distributed to you every single quarter. This, my friend, is the ingenious, game-changing way to achieve true land ownership and real estate exposure without ever paying the hefty full land price tag. Eventually, as my confidence grew stronger and my capital steadily accumulated, I naturally graduated to fractional ownership of actual properties for even more control. Following that progression, I acquired a tiny physical shop that I could manage directly, marking my exciting first real step into hands-on property ownership. And finally, I expanded further by owning a fully operational rental space, which further diversified and strengthened my real estate investment portfolio. But always remember, this entire impressive journey, from REITs all the way to rental properties, began humbly with the smallest possible step, just 500 rupees and a strong, unwavering belief in the process. By committing to start small today and staying perfectly consistent over time, you too can absolutely build significant, life-changing wealth through these highly accessible investment avenues.
Welcome, aspiring entrepreneurs and those seeking financial freedom, to a journey into the world of digital products and skills as your most powerful assets. Today, we're diving into asset number 3, digital products, often referred to as the invisible cash machine. This concept profoundly changed the trajectory of my own financial freedom. Digital assets are truly magical because you build them once and they can sell forever. My very first digital product was a simple, even ugly, PDF guide created right in Google Docs. I sold it for just 79 rupees, and to my surprise, I made 316 rupees in the first week alone. That moment was pivotal. I knew I had crossed the middle-class threshold into the land of scale and infinite possibilities. You can easily start your digital product journey with items like ebooks, customizable templates, or Notion dashboards. Consider creating printable journals, simple mini-courses, or even audio meditations. AI-generated content packs and Canva planners are also fantastic options to explore. All you truly need are ideas, internet access, and the courage to begin. You absolutely do not need an office space, employees, fancy gear, or even a massive audience to succeed. Now, let's shift our focus to asset number 4, skills that print money. As Rich Dad, Robert Kiyosaki, famously advised, work to learn, not to earn. Instead of merely chasing jobs, I actively pursued and mastered high-value skills. These included copywriting, sales psychology, and effective money management. I also focused on business system building, digital marketing, and powerful communication techniques. Each of these skills quickly transformed into money printers on demand. They provided me with retainer clients, invaluable asset creation skills, and the ability to both create and sell effectively. Ultimately, these skills unlocked infinite earning potential. This is precisely why the best first asset you can acquire is not a stock or a physical possession, but a skill. A skill can be multiplied and leveraged in countless ways, whereas a traditional job often cannot. Embrace digital products and high-value skills to build your path to financial freedom.
Welcome to a journey where we uncover the secrets to building lasting wealth and achieving financial freedom. Our first powerful strategy is the ownership of attention, a concept that has become an advanced move in today's digital landscape. It all begins with consistently sharing valuable ideas across key platforms like X, formerly known as Twitter, Quora, LinkedIn, and Medium. X, launched in 2006, boasts over 550 million monthly active users, making it ideal for short-form ideas and real-time engagement. Quora, founded in 2009, attracts 300 million unique visitors monthly, focusing on question answering and demonstrating expertise. LinkedIn, established in 2003, has over 1 billion members and is perfect for professional networking and B2B leads, offering 3 times higher conversion rates. Medium, launched in 2012, reaches 100 million monthly readers and is suited for long-form articles, with top writers earning over $10,000 monthly. After a few weeks of consistent posting, a remarkable pattern emerges. People start to follow you, then they ask questions, and eventually they buy. Building attention, even if it starts small, is like planting a golden seed, a foundational asset for your financial independence. You don't need 1 million followers to achieve success. Instead, focus on cultivating 1,000 true fans. This concept, popularized by Kevin Kelly, suggests that 1,000 dedicated fans spending just $100 a year can generate a 6-figure annual income. Nurture these fans through email lists, which boast 20 to 30% open rates compared to social media's 1 to 5%, offering exclusive content and products. Pat Flynn of Smart Passive Income is a real-world example, building a 6-figure business by emphasizing audience trust through blogging and podcasting. If you nurture them right, these 1,000 true fans are enough to create a 6-figure income quietly and forever. Now, let's shift our focus to the 3 fundamental ways to get rich, as articulated by Robert Kiyosaki in Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Kiyosaki states, "You only need 3 wealth vehicles to escape the rat race," a powerful insight from a book that has sold over 40 million copies. These 3 pillars are building a business, investing in real estate, and buying paper assets. First, building a business means creating a scalable system that generates money on its own, moving beyond trading time for dollars. Examples include e-commerce stores, which can average $1,000 to $10,000 monthly, or SaaS companies, a global market valued at $195 billion in 2023. While 20% of businesses may fail in their first year, survivors often scale to over $1 million in revenue, proving the power of persistence. Second, investing in real estate generates cash flow through rentals and appreciation, with the U.S. median home price at $412,300 in 2024. Leverage, such as mortgages at 6 to 7% interest, amplifies returns, allowing a $60,000 down payment on a $300,000 property to yield $500 profit monthly. REITs offer a passive entry with average 4 to 6% dividend yields, providing another avenue for real estate investment without direct property management. Third, buying paper assets like stocks, ETFs, and bonds allows your money to compound effortlessly over time. The S&P 500, for instance, has a historical average annual return of 10.26% from 1926 to 2023. An investment of $10,000 at 10% can grow to $174,000 in 30 years, showcasing the incredible power of compounding. ETFs like VOO offer low fees, and a diversified 60/40th stock/bond portfolio can effectively weather economic recessions. Everything else, from traditional jobs to lotteries, Kiyosaki considers noise, distracting from these proven wealth vehicles. These three pillars, building a business, investing in real estate, and buying paper assets, have become the foundation of my life's financial strategy. By focusing on these principles, you too can escape the rat race and build a future of true financial freedom.
Welcome to your Wealth Journey Summary, a step-by-step guide to achieving financial freedom. Here's the exact roadmap I followed, designed to take you from aspiring investor to financially free in just 5 years. In year 1, the focus was on foundational growth, beginning with intensive asset mindset training. This involved creating mini digital products, laying the groundwork for future income streams. Simultaneously, I initiated 500 rupees monthly investments, starting small but consistently. This strategic approach led to the first small cash flow, a crucial early milestone. Moving into year 2, the emphasis shifted to leveraging existing abilities and expanding investment horizons. This year saw significant skill monetization, turning expertise into tangible income. I also made strategic rate entries, diversifying into real estate investment trusts. The goal was for side income to equal 1 month's salary, significantly boosting financial stability. Crucially, the emergency fund was complete, providing a vital safety net. Year 3 marked a pivotal shift towards more substantial and automated wealth generation. A key step was rental property investment, generating consistent passive income. This year also saw the establishment of a fully automated cash-flowing business. The ultimate achievement was when passive income exceeded expenses, a true turning point. By year 4, the foundation was strong enough to make life-altering decisions. This included the bold decision to quit job, transitioning to full-time entrepreneurship. I successfully built a strong digital empire, expanding online ventures. Significant capital was invested heavily in ETFs and real estate, accelerating wealth accumulation. Year 5 culminated in the realization of true financial freedom. This meant living on asset cash flow, where investments covered all living expenses. It brought complete time freedom and location freedom, allowing for a life by design. With these milestones achieved, a new problem emerged. What should I create next? This journey demonstrates that with a clear roadmap, consistent effort, and strategic investments, financial freedom is an achievable reality. Start your own wealth journey today and discover the possibilities that await you.
If you forget everything else about building wealth, remember this one crucial formula. Income grows through skills, wealth grows through assets, and freedom grows through systemization. The formula is simple: earn, invest, reinvest, multiply, and repeat. This process is more important than any degree. So, why do most people fail to achieve financial freedom? They want results without discipline. They seek comfort without discomfort, and wealth without investing. They desire freedom without sacrifice and want to start big instead of starting small and consistent. But you, if you're still reading this, are different. Let's deep dive into the truth about money. Money is not real, it's a concept. It flows where it's respected and grows where it's multiplied. Money hides from emotional buyers and joins disciplined investors. It leaves those who fear it and follows those who truly understand it. Once you grasp this, you stop chasing money and instead let money chase you. Now, let's do a soul checkpoint. Ask yourself, am I building assets or collecting liabilities? Do I buy status or buy freedom? Would I be okay if my salary stopped for 6 months? Will I be wealthier next year or just busier? Do my purchases truly pay me back? If these questions resonate deeply with you, then you are exactly where you need to be.
Let's deep dive into Part 4 summary. Your arsenal is ready. You now know the difference between real and fake assets. Which wealth weapons matter most? which income streams scale, when to invest, build, reinvest, and scale, how the rich build their freedom on systems. Now we move into the final chapter, the one that completes the story. Let's deep dive into final part, the freedom reality. I don't wake up to an alarm clock anymore. I wake up to cash flow. Let me paint the picture for you. This morning, I woke up without an alarm. Not because I'm lazy, but because I no longer have a job that controls my time. I made pancakes with my daughter. Checked my investment app. Dividend came in. Opened my dashboard. 2 digital products sold overnight. Rental payment came in. My attention business grew while I slept. Then I did something that middle-class me would never have done. I went for a walk on a weekday at 11 a.m. No boss. No deadlines. No sorry I'm late texts. Just freedom. And while I walked, I thought, this is exactly what Rich Dad promised. A life where money works harder than I do. This isn't luck. It's not a trick. It's not gambling. It's the final evolution of following the principles from Rich Dad Poor Dad and refusing to be financially average for life. If you're ready, I'll show you the full blueprint you can follow starting today. But first, here's what life actually feels like beyond the middle class. Let's deep dive into the complete beginner blueprint to financial freedom. Start this today, even if you're broke, busy, or confused. Here's your step-by-step action plan based on everything we've covered, tested through Rich Dad principles and thousands of stories from financial transformation YouTube channels. Step 1. Track everything, starting day 1. Make a list of all expenses like rent, EMIs, food, and subscriptions. Mark each item as either an asset or a liability, taking just about 10 minutes. Then, write down your net worth, even if it's currently negative. Step 2. Change your identity over day 1 to 7. Say this daily. I am an investor. I am building assets. I am free. You must become the person first. Outward wealth follows. Step 3. Build your first cash flow asset within week 1. Invest a small amount, like 100 to 500 rupees, into an index fund, ETF, REIT, or fractional stock. Don't look at the amount. The identity shift is the key. Step 4. Reduce one liability this week. Cancel a subscription, reduce a comfort spend, pay extra toward debt, or downgrade a service plan. These actions can help you reclaim 500 to 2,000 rupees per month. Step 5. Learn a money skill every single week. Watch one video on financial literacy, learn the basics of stocks, or read one book chapter. Write notes and feed your mind every day. Step 6. Create a digital income system over month 1 to 3. Choose one, an ebook, a template, a mini course, or a skill service. Sell something simple. Even if it earns 100 rupees, now you're a business owner. Step 7. Reinvest 100% of asset income for year 1 to 3. Every dividend, sale, or rent goes right back into assets. This is the Rich Dad snowball effect, building your wealth exponentially. By consistently applying these 7 steps, you're not just earning money, you're building a foundation for lasting financial freedom. Embrace the journey, stay disciplined, and watch your financial future transform.
Welcome to a journey towards true financial freedom, where we transform your business skills into passive income streams. Today, we're diving into the crucial steps for systemizing and scaling your efforts, focusing on years 2 through 5 of your entrepreneurial journey. Step 8 is all about systemizing and scaling, turning your active skills into sustainable passive income streams. This involves creating passive products that generate revenue without constant direct effort. It also means establishing recurring client retainers, ensuring a steady and predictable income flow. Automated funnels are key to attracting and converting customers efficiently, allowing your business to run on autopilot. Developing digital stores provides platforms for selling your products globally, expanding your reach exponentially. And finally, smart real estate reinvestment can build significant long-term wealth. Moving into year 5 and beyond, step 9 is about achieving true freedom. True freedom is defined simply when your passive income surpasses your monthly expenses. Once you reach this point, the game truly becomes exponential, opening up new possibilities. Now, let's deep dive into the final mindset checklist, a critical tool for maintaining your path to freedom. Before every purchase, ask yourself, will this give me income? Next, consider, does this make me freer or more dependent? A crucial question from a financial guru. Would Rich Dad call this an asset? And finally, if money stopped tomorrow, could I still live? If the answer to these questions scares you, don't worry, you're exactly in the right place. Because fear often means you're waking up to a new reality, a deeper understanding of your financial situation. And reality, however challenging it may seem, is precisely where most breakthroughs begin. Embrace this journey, apply these steps, and unlock your true financial freedom.
Welcome to a journey that will challenge your perceptions and empower you to redefine your financial future. Many believe that wealth is a matter of luck or inheritance, but I'm here to tell you a different story. I didn't become rich overnight, nor was I born into money or won a lottery. My path to financial freedom wasn't paved with instant success or groundbreaking inventions. Instead, it was built on a series of deliberate choices and a fundamental shift in mindset. I simply did this. I stopped behaving like the middle class, breaking free from conventional financial habits. This meant questioning common assumptions about money and challenging the status quo. I started thinking like Rich Dad, adopting a philosophy focused on financial education and asset building. This perspective taught me to differentiate between assets that put money in my pocket and liabilities that take money out. I built assets instead of buying liabilities, prioritizing investments that generate income and grow in value. This strategic shift allowed me to accumulate wealth systematically rather than just spending it. I let money work for me secretly, silently, daily, through smart investments and passive income streams. This principle of compounding interest and automated income became the engine of my financial growth. And crucially, I never stopped learning, continuously seeking new knowledge and adapting to market changes. Education is an ongoing process, especially in the dynamic world of finance. And today, I stand before you, not just financially free, but mentally untouchable. Because once you taste true freedom, the kind that liberates your mind and your time, you can never go back to the old ways. Now it's your turn to embark on this transformative journey. Let's deep dive into the final summary, outlining the practical steps you can take right now. The first step is to track your money flows, understanding exactly where your income goes and where your expenses lie. This clarity is crucial for identifying areas to optimize and redirect funds towards your goals. Next, learn financial basics. Educate yourself on investments, savings, and debt management. Knowledge is your most powerful asset in the pursuit of financial freedom. Then, buy your first asset this week. No matter how small, start building your portfolio immediately. Even a small step today can lead to significant growth over time. Within 90 days, build an online system that generates income, leveraging the power of the digital economy. This could be anything from a side hustle to a fully automated business. Reinvest aggressively, channeling your profits back into your assets to accelerate your wealth accumulation. Finally, build multiple streams of income over 3 to 5 years, diversifying your financial foundation. Do this, and you will become the rich dad in your own story, a master of your financial destiny. This is your moment to seize control and transform your life. Believe it, act on it, and build it step by step, day by day. You are now on the path, and the exit door of the middle class is unlocked, waiting for you. Walk through it, embrace your financial freedom, and never look back.
Let's deep dive into 100 action items for anyone ready to escape the middle class and build real wealth. First, let's focus on mindset transformation, starting today. Say out loud, I am building assets. I am becoming financially free. Write down your current beliefs about money on paper. Replace every negative belief, like money is hard, with a positive one, such as money flows to me through value. Commit to spending at least 15 minutes daily learning about money. Follow 3 finance creators on YouTube. Read or reread Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Get a journal purely for your wealth journey. Visualize your life 5 years from now with multiple income streams. Write down your why for becoming rich. Stop saying, I can't afford this. Start asking, how can I afford it? Next, let's move to track, audit, and budget, because awareness is step 1. Track every expense for the next 30 days. Separate your expenses into needs, wants, and liabilities. Calculate your monthly income versus spending. Write down your debt payments from highest to lowest interest. Create a monthly cash flow statement detailing income versus liabilities. Create a simple 50/30/20 budget and follow it for at least a month. Put your monthly savings goal in writing and stick to it. Download a personal finance app such as Walnut, Mint, or Anab. Cancel unused digital subscriptions today. Review your credit card statement for hidden or forgotten payments. These are just a few of the 100 action items to help you escape the middle class and build real wealth. Start implementing them today.
To achieve financial freedom, focus on three key pillars: eliminating liabilities, investing smartly, and building digital assets. First, let's tackle eliminating liabilities to free up your future cash flow. Write a list of everything you owe money on, such as car loans, credit cards, or EMIs. Next, commit to stopping new EMI purchases for 90 days. A simple yet effective tip: cook meals at home 5 days a week. Avoid upgrading your phone, car, or home for at least 2 years. Create a debt snowball plan to eliminate debts one by one. Prioritize paying off your highest interest debt first. Don't hesitate to negotiate your bills, including internet, mobile plan, and insurance. For 30 days, avoid impulse Amazon or Flipkart shopping. Unfollow or unsubscribe from shopping influencers who might tempt you. Finally, build an emergency fund with at least 3 months' worth of expenses. Now, let's transition to becoming an investor today by starting small and investing smart. Open a systematic investment plan, or SIP, right now. Buy 1,000 rupees or $20 worth of index funds this month. Take the time to study how compound interest works and why it's magic. Invest in a REIT, a real estate investment trust, with as little as 500 rupees or $10. Consider buying your first fractional share of a dividend stock. Make it a habit to start investing monthly, even if it's just 500 rupees. Automate your investments. Treat it like a non-negotiable bill. Dedicate time to watch one beginner investing video every week. Over the next year, focus on building a diversified investment portfolio. Crucially, never stop investing, even during market crashes. Finally, let's explore how to build your first digital asset and earn while you sleep. Start by writing a small digital product, such as a PDF, guide, or template. Create a Notion or Canva template and list it on platforms like Etsy or Gumroad. Build a $5 mini course teaching a skill you already possess. Consider starting a YouTube channel or podcast on something you love talking about. Design a simple landing page and use it to sell a digital download. Utilize AI tools like ChatGPT to help you generate digital product ideas. Learn the basics of Canva and design digital planners. Build a simple website for your work using a platform like Card. Reuse your content across multiple platforms like X, Instagram, and LinkedIn for maximum reach. Finally, schedule your first piece of content within 24 hours to get started. By focusing on these three pillars, you can build a strong foundation for your financial future.
Welcome to your comprehensive guide on building lasting wealth. We'll explore 5 key pillars to transform your financial future, starting with skill-based income streams. First, build skill-based income streams, offering low risk and high reward. Design a Fiverr or Upwork gig using a skill you already possess. Commit to learning one high-value skill this year, such as copywriting, design, coding, or video editing to enhance your marketability. Actively pitch to 10 clients for freelance work this month, leveraging platforms like Fiverr and Upwork to secure new opportunities. Convert your unique expertise into a paid workshop, sharing your knowledge and generating income from your skills. Offer ghostwriting or virtual assistance to someone in your professional network, providing valuable support while earning. Set up a retainer income offer, like managing social media for 5,000 rupees per month, ensuring a steady, recurring revenue stream. Learn sales and persuasion techniques to significantly improve your income potential and close more deals. Start building a portfolio of your work, even if it's initially imaginary, to showcase your capabilities and attract clients. Begin charging for tasks you previously did for free, recognizing the value of your time and expertise. Regularly raise your prices every 3 to 6 months, reflecting your growing experience and market demand. Now, let's move to the second pillar. Start automating your wealth, because systems set you free. Set up automatic investment transfers every payday, ensuring consistent contributions to your financial growth. Create organized digital folders for financial tracking, including income, receipts, and taxes, to streamline your records. Establish a monthly wealth review date every first Sunday to regularly assess your financial progress and make adjustments. Utilize tools like Trello or Notion to track your financial projects, keeping all your wealth-building initiatives organized. Schedule content with tools like Buffer or Later, automating your social media presence and saving valuable time. Set reminders for recurring payments to ensure you never miss a due date, protecting your credit and avoiding late fees. Automate your taxes and use government apps for filing, simplifying a complex process and ensuring compliance. Turn any repeatable task into a system or checklist, increasing efficiency and reducing mental load. Create templates for client proposals, emails, and invoices, standardizing your communication and saving time. Outsource tasks that take more time than they earn you per hour, freeing up your time for higher value activities. Next, let money multiply and watch compound growth build your wealth. Reinvest all dividends from stocks or digital sales, allowing your earnings to generate further returns. Book profits from investments but never spend investment returns prematurely. Let them continue to grow. Read The Psychology of Money this year to gain deeper insights into financial behavior and decision-making. Build a wealth tracking spreadsheet to meticulously monitor your asset growth and overall financial progress. Don't sell long-term holdings emotionally. Learn patience and trust in the power of sustained investment. Focus on cash-flowing assets before speculative ones, prioritizing stable income over high-risk ventures. Buy assets with every income gain, whether it's a bonus, a side gig earning, or a tax refund, to continuously expand your portfolio. Explore peer-to-peer lending if allowed in your region, diversifying your investment strategies. Use compound interest calculators to plan your 10-year growth, visualizing the exponential power of compounding. Make reinvesting your second nature, turning it into an effortless habit rather than a conscious effort. Now, let's discuss building wealth protection, because even the wealthy think defense. Create a basic will and nominate beneficiaries to ensure your assets are distributed according to your wishes. Get term insurance if you have dependents, providing crucial financial security for your loved ones. Open a dedicated account for tax saving, optimizing your financial planning and reducing liabilities. Avoid toxic get-rich-quick schemes, which often lead to financial losses rather than genuine wealth. Learn about inflation and tax-saving instruments like PPF, understanding how to preserve and grow your money effectively. Diversify across 4 or more asset classes by the end of year 1, spreading risk and enhancing stability. Keep 6 months' worth of expenses in a liquid emergency fund, providing a crucial safety net for unforeseen circumstances. Track your credit score quarterly, maintaining a healthy financial reputation and access to better lending terms. Don't lend money without a written agreement, protecting your interests and ensuring clear terms. Protect your accounts with two-factor authentication, safeguarding your digital assets from unauthorized access. Finally, let's explore how to think like the wealthy, not like the middle class. Save to invest, not to consume, shifting your mindset towards long-term asset accumulation. Buy luxuries only after your assets pay for them, ensuring your desires are funded by your wealth, not debt. Avoid loans on depreciating assets like cars, phones, or furniture, which lose value over time. Practice delayed gratification for 30 to 60 days on big purchases, allowing time for thoughtful decisions. Spend on tools, books, and courses that enhance your skills and knowledge rather than fleeting thrills. Treat money like an employee, making it work hard for you, rather than letting it be your boss. Track every rupee or dollar and make each one work efficiently towards your financial goals. Hang around people who talk about ideas, not people, fostering an environment of growth and innovation. Study individuals who have built cash-flowing lives from nothing, drawing inspiration from their journeys. By embracing these 5 pillars, you can build a robust financial future, automate your wealth, and achieve lasting prosperity. Start your journey today.
To truly achieve personal and financial growth, it's essential to write down your goals clearly. Formulate your aspirations like this. I am financially free by a year with passive income of amount. Now that you've watched this video, I feel you are one of those people who love growth and want great things in life. Do write in the comments what points and advice resonated with you and what you will implement starting today. So from today, just implement one rule and see how things change in your life. Keep watching, keep learning for your own mastery and skills, because fortune only favors those who work on themselves. Let's meet in the next video. Until then, build silently.